So welcome back to obviously Fight Talk, and I am delighted to say we are now joined by a man coming off probably, we'll find out what he thinks, his biggest victory of his career. We are joined by UFC fighter Yancy Medeiros. Yancy, thanks a million for taking the time to come on to obviously Fight Talk.
Thank you guys for inviting me.
Would you agree with that statement, your biggest win of your career?
I'd say Erick's probably my biggest name to in my career, beating him. He's headlined couple UFC cards, and you know he has some big fights. So I'd say he's probably my biggest win.
And I'm guessing the reaction from like Hawaii, your hometown, and also just overall has been the biggest reaction to one of your fights so far.
Oh yeah, I was able to, you know, two Hawaiians was able to go up there and represent our small island and show the talent and, you know, dedication we put into this sport.
That's something that Hawaiian, like if you look through a list of Hawaiian fighters, yous are known. What is it about Hawaii and the fighting spirit that just as well gets the world to love you as well? If you look, obviously yourself and Max there at the moment, but then you look at like BJ Penn, even like Cabbage, Kendall Grove. These are just some of the names. But like, what is it that is from Hawaii that causes this great love of fighting and the ability of fighting?
I think for the most part, it's just the Hawaiian culture when it comes to being supportive. I mean, I'd follow baseball, you know, I don't even know baseball, and I'd follow Shane Victorino. Like, what team he on? Because I'm a Shane Victorino fan, and I think it's because it's just a small island. We live on a small island, and, you know, to see someone get out, it's just inspiring. And just like, I saw it started with BJ Penn. I seen him on UFC, and like, bro, if he can do it from a small town in Hilo, why can't this small Waianae boy do it too? And you know, it was just all the motivation, and it was just natural support. Like, I guess in Hawaii, instinctually, we don't have that hate or that negativity. Everything's welcoming, and we have that aloha spirit, that aloha vibe, and that's something we try to push out everywhere we go, especially when we're going when it's time for war. I mean, Hawaiians love to shaka, but you know, our hands close real fast when there's problems. So
talk us through.
Yeah, just unbelievable support, unbelievable.
Talk us through the fight now as well, Yancy. It's you even spoke about it that you thought maybe Erick Silva could have went a little longer. For me, me watching it, I felt when the big knockdown came. For me, I thought Silva was sitting up, but he was very stiff-armed, almost just in autopilot from getting such a big hit. So I'd be the first to dispute a quick stoppage. I go, oh, he could have took more. But I thought it was a good stoppage. After watching it back, do you still stand by you think it was too early?
I like, from perspective-wise, as a fighter, I would have wanted to kept going. Yeah. For me, you know what I mean? Like, fuck, my heart was in it, but the refs are there for the fighter's safety. And like I said, I felt like he could have continued, but that doesn't mean it would have got. I felt it would have got worse too for him. Because I was about to rain elbows, I was about to sink in something. You know what I mean? Like, it was just, I smelled blood, and I think that's what the ref seen. He seen the dramatic knockdown, and he seen me wailing on his head. You know, and it looked like it wasn't clean, but I remember punching him. I was like, oh, bro, I'm getting you a clean shot, and I'm gonna rain some elbows. I mean, it was just, for me, it was just, like I said, like a shark, you know, I just smelled blood and I came in for that kill.
And what
Go
ahead.
No, I felt it was a safe stoppage on his part. Like, I felt like I could have did a lot more damage. You know, I was in the right position, like, I was ready to rain, and I don't feel like, you know, him continuing would have been good for him.
What was fight week like in Brazil, fighting one of their guys? Was it a strange atmosphere? Was it intimidating at all, or did you just go with it?
We just embraced it. I was fortunate enough to come up there at Max, so we're all just on good vibes, indulging Brazil. I mean, Brazil reminds me of Hawaii. It's just everybody speaks Portuguese. But, you know, I was around there, I was walking around, all the women, they're just like, oh, you know, they start speaking to me in Portuguese, and I'm like, oh, no comprende Portuguese, you know, they just so upset after. They're like, bonita, they call it. I was like, bonito, that means pretty. They're checking me out, but like, I can't speak Portuguese, you know, so, I mean, I loved it. I loved it up there. The vibes was good. The people are supportive. I tell everyone, like, they're just supportive, Brazilian. They love their countrymen. You know, and I mean, after the victory, they're all supportive. There wasn't no bad vibes prior to the fight. during fight time though, you know, they're all yelling, doing their death chants, giving me the finger and all that. But after the fight, you know, they're all smiles and shakas. So
and what's
no bad vibes
for you now as well, Yancy, coming off that win as well. I want to talk about when you obviously went backstage then after your victory, but just to keep it on you, what's next for you? Who do you see, or do you even at this stage, do you feel like you need to call somebody out, or do you just wait for the UFC to call you?
I just tell the UFC to call me. I mean, when I went to Brazil, I just told my manager, like, hey, put me in Brazil with my brother. I want to fight up there. I don't care who they put me against. It's never about that. But now I'm about getting the grind, and I would like a ranked fighter. That would be nice. I need to establish my name. I need to establish that this weight class is my weight class, and I want to prove it to the UFC so I can make some money. You know, I got bills to pay, and my daughter's tuition ain't gonna pay herself. So, you know, like give me a good name so I can give you guys a great fight.
For fighters going to Brazil who aren't from Brazil, is that an expensive trip to get down there to bring coaches and stuff like that, or is most of it covered by the UFC?
For the most part, it is covered by the UFC, but I mean, if you ain't the champ, they ain't doing a lot of expenses on you. So there's a lot of write-offs. Yeah. There's a lot of tax write-offs going down. So yeah, you got to invest. You got to bring the right people, the people you want in your corner. You know, the coaches. It's just different fighters have different investments, and I invest in bringing a lot of people in that are going to help me for my fight.
With the whole atmosphere of Brazil, does it help the training you've gone through with two of the most intimidating men in MMA as well, with the Diaz brothers?
Oh, I mean, the shit doesn't get worse than training. Doesn't get worse than the fight ever. Like, you know what I mean? When guys, if you watch my fights and they hit me good, it's like I'm telling them, like, yes, like, it's not because I can eat their whack. It's just more like, or I can eat a punch. It's more like I trained for this, bro. Like, I died already. You think you killed me, bro? I killed myself a million times in the gym. Shit is not hard. This fight is not harder than what I put myself through. Like, you ain't gonna make me quit. I hope you got that all 15 minutes. You know, I train with the best martial artists, and I train with world champs. And you know, it's proven, and I just think that 155 cut was a little too dramatic for me, and now at 170, you know, I can just really focus on the easy cut and get better. I feel lighter, I feel stronger, I feel faster, and I feel like now, like, these guys really, they're gonna, you know, if I land my hands on them, they're gonna feel that power. I felt like, you know, when I walked out and with Eric, like, he didn't have that face, just didn't give me no respect. Like, he's like gonna walk right through me, and I don't know if he fell or he tripped, but I clipped him a little with that right hand, and he didn't attack me. No, he didn't give me the same face after that. You know, it's like, I feel like I fought at 205 and 185. So fighting bigger guys, I don't size them up like that. You know, it's like, I go in there, and before I was a gunslinger, now I'm trying to be a sniper and just take guys out. I don't want to be standing toe-to-toe with them. I want to know if they want to try to go toe-to-toe, they're going to get hurt. With
the change, you're fighting at the different weight classes. Was there a big change in just nutrition, or was it training-wise, and where did it come from? What was the tipping point, if you like, for where you thought, I've got to find my home and stay at it in weight class?
Yeah, good question. Like I said, I fought at 205 and 185 in the beginning of my career. So, I mean, just a big Hawaiian boy that likes to eat, didn't know anything about nutrition, didn't have no athleticism. You know, I wrestled in high school, but I didn't have no strength and conditioning program or any of that. It was just a Hawaiian kid with heart and a dream to get off this island and represent. So, just that being said, I think my last turning point for me realizing that I should be at 170 was my last fight in Brazil with Ronaldo. I was just like, man, you know, like, the guys that see me in the gym, like, they see the real Yancy. But I'm training in the gym at like 185, you know, 175 at the lightest, like, until I do my weight cut. So I think, like, when I'm training with all the Diaz boys and, you know, up in California, and then when I'm at home and I'm on weight, or I'm on a fighting weight that actually is natural for me, it's like, that's the real Yancy. That's the real me. Like, that's the guys that that's the guy that everyone trains with. That's what the world needs to see. That's what UFC needs to see, so I can just start making some money.
A big one that has always been threatened, and didn't come around. Surely now is the perfect time with Max as the featherweight champion, you with the best win of your career over Erick Silva. Surely it's time for UFC Hawaii.
Please, I mean, that's something I don't ask for. I don't ask for fighters, but I will ask for a venue. I always ask them for a venue, and with the love and support after me and Max came home, Max, unifying that title and really showing Hawaii that we do breed champions here. You know, it ain't no fluke. Like we got the formula. We got the formula. We don't need to go and cross train and invite people over in Hawaii. We got that toughness. We got the criteria. I mean, like I said, Max proved to the world that this small island has the formula to keep up and be the world's best. I mean, look what he did to Aldo. He didn't just catch Aldo; he beat Aldo. Yeah. You know, and that's something like, you know, that's monumental for us, and it's motivating for me and everybody that trains around in that gym. I mean, just in Hawaii. I mean, bro, they made us a parade. It takes like 90 days to get a permit for a parade. They did it in 2. You know, it's crazy. Like what Hawaii just unifying what that win has done for the state of Hawaii and especially our community.
Not only did they give you a parade, they gave you a day. Talk a little bit about that. How did that come about?
Fucking made me and Max and Yancy there. That's freaking awesome. I'm over there playing. I'm bragging to the world, all my family. I'm like, now y'all got 2 days with me. You know, you got the second day, the second best day in the world. And they're like, June 10th. They're like, oh, what's the first? I'm like, my birthday. No, but you know, it's so great. Like, it's speechless. I'm speechless. Like, when it comes to that, I did not expect that at all. Like, that was like a total curveball. It's just unreal. They announced it to us right there on the stage after the parade. I was like, what? Like, they actually made a fucking day for us? That's crazy. Like, but even with all of that support and love, like, I was speechless. And the only thing I told everybody, like, the only thing I wanted to do was bring another belt home.
That's what
to see that unity that we have in this community and this state. It's like, man, like, what state was doing that for their people? You know what I mean? Like, it just shows UFC, like, come on, man, bring this to Hawaii. Like, look at these people. They're over here waiting in the rain. Our parade was raining. They waited. The people waited and freaking cheered for us in the rain. Like, you know, like, it's like, bro, I gotta bring another belt home.
That's been my question to you. With that, obviously makes you more hungry. That you want to, you know, you want more crowds, if you like, coming to celebrate 2 belts in Hawaii.
I want more unity. You know, I mean, belts is great, but you know what I mean? Like, that's why I fight. You know, I'm in the center of the octagon. I know Hawaii's watching me. I know my fans. I know my supporters are there for me. And like, them to give it back like that, it's like, I gotta fight in Hawaii. I gotta fight for my people. You know, like, look at like, without this support, like, we wouldn't be where we are. And regardless of what people say, like, they do it on their own. Like, nah, you need support. You are who you are because of the people you compel and the people that want to indulge in you.
Yeah, I see it with a lot of fighters as well, especially like the American fighters, where they feel the fans don't get behind them as much. Like here in Ireland, we get behind all our athletes, be it if it's in soccer, if it's boxing as well. But obviously, we're talking MMA. Conor McGregor has a nation behind him, and you can see that in comparison. As much as you might like me bringing Conor McGregor into the conversation, you can see
it's the truth.
You can see the comparison with you guys.
I tell everybody, they're always like, what do you feel? How do you think about Conor McGregor? I was like, first off, that motherfucker knows how to make money. He knows how to make money, he knows how to talk, and he knows how to utilize his country, and that's what he does. And we ain't got no country, but Hawaii is his own kingdom. I'll tell you that. And we prove that. We're gonna prove that. We're gonna keep proving that we're not a state, bro. We're our own little kingdom. And look at it. We're the only state that are able to walk out with our flag. You know what I mean? The whole 50 states, because we're our own. We're our own little country, if you want to call it. When you come to Hawaii, you don't even consider it part of America. You're like, man, I love Hawaii. But this is a Hawaiian vibe, and that's what we're trying to, I guess, perpetuate. You know, like the love and the aloha we have. Not just the fighter, warrior spirit. It's everything. Hawaii is everything. I've never met someone that came to Hawaii and be like, I hate Hawaii. money. You know what I mean? Like, it's just good vibes, and I want to show the people that it's more than just a vacation home here. We got warriors. And we got great people that give back to the community that want to make a difference, not just to their community, but to their state and everybody around them.
Just bringing it to Max's fight, just briefly, did you watch it backstage or did you come back out into the arena?
I wish I could have came to the arena, but I watched it backstage. Me and him were in the same locker room, you know, and like I was in the back decompressing. Like, I didn't want to walk in, you know, hit all the fans and whatnot. So I was just in the back relaxing and having anxieties.
And what's the atmosphere like after, when you know you two guys have won? Is it almost like a big celebration, or is it quite cool? I've done my job and let's go off and earn our night out, or what's the protocol? What was doing?
I mean, after his victory, it was just like, let's go home, bro. Brazil's great, but we need to go home. We were there for 8-9 days prior to the fight. Like, everything was a blessing. The crowd, the people, the support was amazing there. I mean, like I said, no bad vibes. There were no bad vibes in that arena. You know, people are real respective, but these Hawaiians, best believe, we were celebrating like crazy. We do this one thing, we're like, chee-hoo! Like, that is our call, man. You hear that, they're like, oh, this guy's from Hawaii.
We know there's a couple of pictures. You had a guy who's considered by many as the pound-per-pound fighter on the planet, was sharing a drink, which is on the beach as well. Demetrius Johnson, you were all chilling together?
Yes. I think he was on a random trip, just came to Hawaii, hit Max up, and we linked up. Had to show him that aloha vibes.
We're gonna, Yancy, we stuck up that you were coming on the show, and we had a couple of fans. We stuck it up on Reddit that a couple of fans wanted it, so we're just going to blitz through a couple of questions with you, if that's okay.
Yeah, no problem.
So this, somebody, in a way, we touched on it a little bit, but I'm probably going to murder this name. Al Guapo, it looks like El Guapo. I'd love it if you could ask Yancy about his nutrition shift, how he went from 240 to 170, or whatever his walk-around weight is. Specifically, what diet changes did you make, cardio, etc.? What was the diet change?
I pretty much just, there's no scientific formula to that, man. I just ate clean. You know, organic, and stay away from all the artificial, stopped all the fast food. I mean, at first they're like, oh, be vegan, pescatarian. I'm like, bro, I just ate clean first. I stayed away from the dairy. I stayed away from all the processed foods. It's pretty simple. And, you know, I stuck with Nick and Nate. I ate like them and I trained like them, and I lost hella weight. That was pretty much my boot camp. You know, I wasn't going to be fucking grinding a fat burger while they're over here eating all healthy and shit. You know, like, that's the last thing I was gonna do. I just soldiered up, put myself through a boot camp, and freaking ate hella clean. That's like, drank hella water and ate hella clean. Like, I don't know how to like explain it to people. It's just, you know, I don't count my food. I don't have a nutritionist. I just ate clean. That's like the biggest thing. And I lost hella weight. I walked around at 220, then I started walking around at like 180. You know, and my body adjusted to my diet and my nutrition, and I now I walk around at 190, so that hence why I'm 170. I fight at 170, so nice. Just eat clean. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's not what you eat, it's what you don't eat.
A question from Verdum40. What was the process that Yancy and co went through to organise their own team out of Hawaii? How difficult were the logistics of setting up the fight team, including getting coaches, staff, accommodation, and yeah, basically, how difficult was it to set up the camp in Hawaii?
Camp's easy now. We're solidified. Me and Max, you know, we got Gracie Technics and Legacy Muay Thai is our grappling and striking coaches, and then we also got I have a kickboxing coach on the side with Oahu. But for the most part, camps are easy. It's like we're pretty much home based at one gym. Me and Max have the same strength and conditioning, same jiu-jitsu coaches. It's pretty much almost everything is the same except our I got 2 striking coaches, but camp's just hella easy. Just one place, 2 spots to go to, and then everyone just derives around us and makes the fight our fight. We don't train to fight anybody. They train to fight us.
And just another part of that same question is, like, how different is it than, like, setting up your own personalized camp than going to somewhere like ATT, a big camp like that? How different, like, what's the advantages of setting up your own camp like that?
I think it comes down to conveniency, you know, when you're in camp. Every camp is hell. I think, like, you know, and I think being at home is much more easy because all the coaches, it's been our 5th, 6th camp together already. So, I mean, they already got the gist of how to tailor make what we need to do in camp and fight week. But I think that's why AT&T and, you know, Jackson, then they have that. They have all that set down. They have the coaches that indulge in all that too. But Hawaii's got it too. We got it, man. You know, Gracie Technic, Legacy Muay Thai, West Oahu MMA, Team Tactical, Strength and Conditioning. It's all those coaches. We all collaborate together, you know, and we just make that's just our camp now. You know, it was over the years of having all these trials and tribulations, and we found a good formula.
Nice. John Messina says, what were your thoughts on the UFC retreat with the whole Cyborg fiasco and how Reebok has affected sponsorship for you fighters?
Let's get with the athlete thing, UFC retreat. I honestly have no idea what went down. I kind of, from what I heard, I think Megan was being like a cyber bully or something like that. It's just when I deal with real people. I deal with real people, and you know, when you do that to Nate, best believe you talking shit, you better be able to talk shit in front of his face too, because you're gonna get a slap. You know what I mean? That's just how real people do shit, and I think some athletes, they don't, you know, I don't know how Megan is. Like I had said, I didn't even see anything she said. She's hot, by the way, but I mean, I don't know what she did. I don't know what antagonized it, but I had met Cyborg, and she's a beautiful person. She's very personable. She's very sociable. So I guess, you know, for her to hit Megan, you know, she was pissed off about that. Like, real people are going to put you in check no matter what your profession is. And I think a lot of athletes and professionals need to know that. Like, just because my hand is registered doesn't mean you don't deserve a slap or a punch in the face. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the nicest guy in the world, but I ain't no punk, so don't punk me. You know what I mean? I'll slap you and be like, I ain't do anything. He attacked me, I had to defend myself now. You know, some people deserve slaps. Some people deserve getting punched in the face.
I thought it was a good story. A keyboard warrior got a slap. We find nothing wrong with that.
Right? I don't think it's bad at all. You know, some trolls need to get put in place in general. Like I said, I didn't read what Megan wrote, but it was mad enough where Cyborg broke etiquette. You know, it broke her professional etiquette and went up and slapped her, which any real person would do if they felt offended by someone.
Yeah. No, it was she's due to fight Megan, but it was Magana that got the Cyborg slap.
Brunch. I had to Google what this was to make sure it wasn't rude. Ask Yancy where does he go to get his poke, raw fish in Hawaii, and also what's his favorite poke? Poke.
In Hawaii we pronounce that poke. Poke, yeah. So, like, but everybody, that's what they say, because straight across poke. Poke, which is just fish, raw fish, you know, cubed up. It's like sashimi, but it's just cubed up, and they put, like, you know, some soy sauce in there, onions and whatnot. But I'd say my favorite place is Nico's in Hawaii. Nico's Pier. You guys gotta go check that out when you guys come to Hawaii. It's close to the airport. NICO, Nico's.
Yeah. And this is the a beautiful name as well. This guy, he's Fuck You is his name on Reddit, and it's this is the one question that I knew would come up when I put up fan questions for you. Being Hawaiian, the famous question: pineapple on a pizza, yes or no?
Pineapple on everything.
Yeah, I agree.
I put pineapple on my burger. I put pineapple on pizza. Man, I love pineapples.
Yeah, I'm on board. I like pineapple on a pizza. I just got my missus just texted me there as well, and I basically asked him where I am. I said, I'm just interviewing yourself. I said, oh, is that the Hawaiian fighter? I said, yeah. I said, ask him, can we stay in his house when we go to Hawaii next year? So that's the level my missus is at.
I got a better one. Y'all can stay at the beach because there ain't no weather in Hawaii. You die. You just be able to sleep on the beach, wake up. There's free water. But if y'all come You're more than welcome.
There we are. We're in. We're staying in Yancy's gaff. Sound. Look, Yancy, listen, thanks a million, my man, for taking the time to come on and talk to us.
It's early morning.
Yeah, it's early for
course,
you. You've only the
guys.
day ahead of you. We appreciate it greatly. Look forward to watching you fight again. And hopefully UFC Hawaii will be coming soon, because looking at the scenes, the fans love it, and it just has to happen. How a promotion cannot look at that and just think dollar is beyond me. But I hope it happens.
That, and just, you're a multi-billionaire company.
Yeah.
You fly that all the way to Singapore. How come you can't fly anything to Hawaii?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Great.
I mean, but thank you guys. I appreciate it, guys. I'll talk to you guys anytime, man. Hopefully with the next belt.
Cheers.
Cool. We'll talk to you before your next scheduled fight, you man. An absolute star, and we appreciate it again. Thanks, Yancy.
Aloha. See you
Cheers.
guys.
Thank you, my man.